Arg, how are you this morning, time pirates? We are here. It is Monday. I have walked the dog and showered, and I'm ready to go. I didn't have time for breakfast, though. I tried to get all three things in, and just didn't happen.
Mm.
And how are you doing, Alicia? Nothing's happened at your house this week, right? Boring.
No, exciting things are happening this morning. I've been up since about 6:45, probably a little earlier because one of the kids woke up early. But they have already, I should say he, because there's only one, but he has already started on the floors. He's already taken out the carpet in the hallway. He's pulled up all the tack strips. So now I think he's starting to do like the mortar thin set. I don't know. I don't go in there and 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 peek. But I've already had to lock Isis in the bedroom because she keeps trying to go to the library.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
And I think it's because she wants to go outside, but because the library bathroom door opens to the outside, I don't want her to be outside and then go in. So she is in the bedroom.
Like, sorry, baby. You have a small environment today.
And we built one bookcase yesterday most of the way. We just have to put like the backing on.
Yay!
It's taller than me. I was helping him lift it so that we could see, and all I did was go, "How tall is this thing?"
You sure it's gonna fit in the room, right?
He says it's gonna fit. I am gonna need a ladder for sure.
I mean, isn't that what library that needs a ladder? I mean, come on.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, maybe just do the back wall because there's only going to be like 4 bookcases on that wall. I said, maybe just, do the 4 on the back wall and then make the other 2 shorter. Because I don't know if I need them that tall. He's like, but you'll have space. And I'm like, are we sure about that? I was like, I mean, I don't know how many books I have, but that's tall. Like, I can't.
That's all right, but that's cool because that's you have the very top shelves so that you put the books that you've already read. You know what I mean?
True.
So the ones that you have already read and keeping, those go in the top shelves.
I was thinking either that or do like the special edition ones, kind of set them up so you can like
Yeah, but then
display
they'll
them.
never show up on camera.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I could put all my knickknacks up there.
That'll work too.
That way they're not in front of
Except
the...
it'll be a pain in the ass to dust them. I'm telling you, your already read books, they'd go at the very top.
We'll think about this. We will think about this. I still do have to figure out how I'm going to organize. I mean, I know how generally I would organize them, but I don't know how I'm going to organize them.
Hey, your house is this close to being put back together. This
Oh
close.
my gosh, you have no idea. I'm so excited. So excited.
I love it. I love it. Let's see what adventures everyone else has been on. Agent T says bonjour, Zwank. Ooh, Agent T was first, except saying bonjour to Zwank, which means Zwank must have been here, but I don't see Zwank. I even switched it to like top chat. I'm like, where's Zwank? Why don't I see Zwank? That's so weird. And Pearl says, hello. Why, Pearl, good morning to you. Agent T says, hi, Pearl. Jean says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia. Going out for a walk, be back soon. Absolutely. Enjoy your walk. I hope the weather treats you well. Agent T says, hi, Jean. Bye, Jean. And Pearl says, hi there, Agent T. Happy Monday. And Ren has joined us. Hello, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How's school treating you? Pearl says, I walked and audiobooked for an hour, had a cup of coffee, and now I'm ready to dive into my day. Excellent. Pearl says, Ren, hi there. Ren says, unfortunately, I've woken up with a cold, so I'm having a terrible time. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my poor Zafo is sick. He's been living on Dayquil and NyQuil just to get by.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Ren says, hey, Pearl. Pearl says, such an exciting day for you, Alicia, right? So exciting. And Jen says, good morning, pirates. I'm listening to We Burn So Bright while I work today. I hope everyone is doing well. Absolutely. I hope you enjoy the book. I'm currently listening to My Brilliant Friend. And I'm enjoying it, but it reads like every other lit fic I've read. So I don't understand why this is like best book in like on so many lists. I don't understand why this one is best book. Seriously, like every freaking lit fic I've read.
Which one is this?
Written by a woman. Let me specify, because the ones written by men, the ones written by women are different. But every one I've read by women. It's My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. It's an Italian translation. It's seriously, I just read a book exactly like this from the Beauty Queen of Jerusalem. So I don't know. I don't understand. It's all women have it, men are assholes. And here's how we women deal with it. And that's now obviously the exact plot points are not the same, but the feel of the book, the way it's written, the style, all of it is exactly the same. I don't understand why people said, now I'm only 25% in. But I don't understand why this is some kind of standout compared to every other. I mean, seriously, I can make you a list of 20 that are exactly the same. So we'll see what happens as the book keeps going. I don't understand what the hype's about. Having said that, am I enjoying it? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like this kind of book. But it's not, there's nothing new. I don't understand. Ren says, so we'll be reading in sprints today to avoid sickness-induced headaches. Far too much studying and too much sickness, right? You're like, come on, man, I got stuff to do. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Right?
Ren says, hey, Jen. Pearl says, a rolling ladder. That's true. You need a rolling ladder.
I believe it or not, I was actually looking at some. Dude, they are like thousands of dollars. If I just get like one that, or I had to make one, but even then I still have to order the kit that you can make it roll. And even that, depending on which one you get, is anywhere from like 100 to 1,000. And I'm like, dude, it's encroaching on too much.
Encroaching, that's too much. I'm out. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like I looked at the price. Basically, Alan did like the breakdown of like, because he did have to buy some tools. So he bought some tools. That was a good chunk of change. Then the price per bookcase in order to build it, I think he said that the price per bookcase came out to like let me see if I can find my paper. It was like $500 per bookcase. Between like wood and I think he was including the price of the tools in that. So like everything was accounted for. So like wood, the nails, the tools, the
which is fair. It just means that the tools are free for the next project. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah.
He's like, just think of all the projects that we can now do because I have these tools. And I'm like, really? You just need an excuse to buy tools.
Hey, if you needed the tools, it is smart to have them. I mean, y'all do own a house. You know what I mean? It's not a bad idea.
This is true. And the one tool he bought, he already had one, but it was like a hand-me-down. So he was like, this is not going to work. So I need to replace it. And I was like, well, then I expect you to get rid of it. One comes in and one goes out.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
So
yeah. Yep.
Nice. My hallway is pink. Like the floor. I don't know why. I imagine it's some sort of like barrier. That's interesting.
All right, let's get through chat quick so Alicia can go spy on the floor guy. All right. Let's see. We have Ren and also listening to Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. I love the cover on that book. Pearl says, don't worry, you can't see the dust way up that high. Right? Yeah, my books need to be dusted so badly.
There's a person on, I think it's Instagram, where she actually worked in like an archival library, and she tells you how to maintain the books for your own personal library so that they don't like age or weather or anything. And she said if you get like I don't remember if it was like a foundation or there was some kind of makeup brush that she was like, you could just use it and get the dust off of your books that way. And that makes it a lot easier. That's kind of what I do too, but I'm wondering. But I've been watching a couple of her things, and she was saying like different techniques on how to care for your books so that they don't like age or anything like that. And I'm like,
Alicia, I got news for you. We live in swamps, you and I.
I know, right?
Our books are kind of screwed.
Right? Not to mention you have these little things called what are they called? Oh, it's like that little bug that eats paper. Well, I can see it. I can't name it. I'll think of it. Go continue.
Okay. Ren says in Coda Sprints, I found out that gay shit is actually competitive, so I need to get my LGBTQ plus
Oh.
reads up. Hopefully, they fit the bingo board prompts. Yeah, it's competitive. I'm part of the yellow team, but they're putting you in randomly. But if I had known it was competitive, I would not be participating. So I can't. I hate competitive read. I'm like, come on, man. You don't have enough competition in your actual life. I don't understand competitive ones. I just want to read gay shit. I don't want to fight with someone for points. It makes me mad. I was never told it was going to be competitive.
This is why I do the simple, like, laid back ones. That's why I gotta finish making the easiest reading
as
challenge.
As soon as I look at a sprint, I look at a readathon, I'm like, oh, that looks like fun. Oh, it's competitive. I'm out. I'm like, I'm not doing it because I have this ridiculous responsibility gene in me where when I do a competitive thing, then I'm competitive. Like I need to be responsible. I need to make sure I'm doing well for my team. I need to make sure I'm giving points. I need to make sure all of that kind of stuff. I have to be a participating member. I have to help. I have to be there. Right. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that for my reading. I have so much to do. I'm running a company. I have to finish my book. I have, you know what I mean? Like both my kids just bought a house, right? I'm busy doing that stuff. We ended up not painting my son's house. We were going to go paint on Sunday, but he couldn't afford the paint right now. He just got a surprise bill. I was like, welcome to home ownership.
Oh.
But he's going to have a 4th of July party. So how fun is that? So it'll be his first time him being the actual host. So obviously Kevin, Jenna, and I are going to help him. But it's very fun. It's so brave of him, and it's going to be really cool. So I'm excited. But I know he wanted the room painted first, but I'm like, honey, you're just fine. He's broke though because he bought all this furniture that I told him not to. But he doesn't listen. So he's broke. I was like, honey,
little at a time. Yeah.
And I don't have to say I told you so. I've never had to say I told you so because he beats himself up enough. I'm like, dude, I told you. So, but in my head, I'm like, dude, I told you. Agent T says Swank wasn't here. I just said it really loud so they could hear. Oh, I love that. I love that, Agent T. It makes sense. Makes sense. And Mai has joined us. Good morning, Mai. So good to see you. Ren says, I think I'll be on the rainbow team, which is non-competitive. Yeah, see, since I'm a host, I didn't get a choice. I even told them before they assigned teams, because they had us choose things, and they asked, I said, please put me on non-competitive team because I do not do competitive readathons. And I got a team anyways. So it is what it is.
They just do what they want.
And I love Coda too much to say no, but I won't do it next year. Ren says, I think I'll be on the, oh yeah, I read that. Mai says, I love competitive readathons, not because I'm out to win, but I end up reading a ton more because I'm competitive with myself. Exactly, right? I'll read a ton more. I have work to do. I can't do it. I just can't. I cannot possibly read more than I'm reading now. I read 12 to 15 books a month. I can't read more than that. It is physically impossible. So I just, and I'm trying to finish Here Kid. So every book I'm reading is not for gay shit. A bunch of them are, because I saved as many as I could. But all of them are not. Ren says, because there's some mood reading I want to do this month. Exactly, right? And next month. Ren says, because I think it ends July 13th. Yeah, I was wondering what he was doing, if they were changing the dates and stuff. And I have stuff in July. All right. It's not what I signed up for.
Who did Wordle this morning?
I've not done it yet. I'll do it on the first break. I mean, on the first break.
I am at a loss. Like I've got 3 letters, but I'm already down to like row 5 and I'm just going, I don't know.
You got
My
this. It just takes a
words
minute sometimes. You can do
words are
it.
so hard this morning.
Maybe you have a few distractions going on right now.
This is true.
Agent T says, I have a list of books I need to read this month, and most of them won't fit gay shit, so I might skip it. Don't really like competitive readathons anyway. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm just Ren says, speaking of your kid, I just might do 3.0. Right? Right. It's so fun. I have all of it filled out. I can't help it. It's compulsive. That might be my favorite thing about doing them. That's another thing. I looked at the bingo board for gay shit, but it's like 1,000 things can fit in that spot, right? So I don't know what to do. Ren says, but like the no one has time for that version. Oh, you mean are you gonna roll? Because I'm not doing the roll for a thing because I want to read as many books as I own. I don't want to go get them. And so most of the books on here I do own. And then the next level of books are either in Kindle Unlimited or I can get audio from my library. And there's only one book I have to get physically from my library. And there was only one book total out of all. I think I need 111 based on the doubles that I did. Yep, I need 111. There's only one book that I'm going to have to buy if I don't find something else for it. Just one. All the rest of them I have access to. Oh, I lied. There's 2 books I have to get physically from my library. Sorry, I color coded it so I could tell.
Color coding?
I know I color coded. What can I say?
Me too.
I like
me too.
It makes me happy. But yeah, no, I'm very, very excited to start this. Let's see. And Ren will do it in the first break for Wordle 2. Yeah, me too. And Ren says, good morning, Alan. Did I miss Alan?
Good morning. The chat is saying, he's like, good morning.
To that, Alan. Sorry, buddy. All right. And Ren says the one that has 1 book per prompt but no DNFs. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that one. Good luck. Good luck, Ren. You can do it. I mean, I almost have 150 books is how many you need for that, and I have 111. So, I guess it's not that big of a difference. Except I'll probably get a lot more singles because if I read a book that's pulled up randomly for my game, or it's on something else and it still fits a spot that I have a double, then I will use it, right? I will get rid of whatever doubles I can, but I will not on purpose. Does that make any sense?
Right.
But a lot of them, like there was only one book I could find, like the one that I'm buying. Like that's the only for title had pink in it. It's the only one I had any interest in. And so I'm gonna have to buy it. And I'm doing the only one that I found that has pink in the title, like the word pink, is Feminists Don't Wear Pink and Other Lies. So that was the only one I could find. I'm going to have to buy it. It's not in KU. My library doesn't have it. Libby doesn't have it. Hoopla didn't have it. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to have to go buy it. And that's the only one. But I don't own any book that's titled Pink. I don't have any in my want to read. And I have 2,200 books, by the way, in my Goodreads want to read. None of them have the word pink. And so I just looked for, books with title pink, or pink in the title. I don't remember what exactly I searched for. And they had like 6, and none of them I was interested in except this one. So excellent. Yeah. So I'm happy for that. Ren says, and I might do the kids one too if I finish that one. Well, the kids one, half the prompts are already in there, right? But Alicia, like if you want to do 3.0, the cool thing is, I don't know if did you watch the video?
I have not.
Because there's an easy mode. See, I can talk about it now. It was so hard not to talk about it. There's an easy mode where you can just do 1 book per prompt instead of the 6, 7, 8, or 9 that they're required. So you could just do 1 per prompt and do the easy mode for HearKit 3.0. I'm like, that's genius. That's genius. Um, Jen says, I would offer to switch teams with you, Kelly, but I can't sprint for it past June. Yeah, that's my thing also, right? Like this is a special pride thing. I mean, I do read gay shit all year. This was just supposed to be a concentrated effort. And Kiana has joined us. Good morning, Kiana. Good morning, everyone. Ren says, wait, it's more books? Yeah, it's more books. They're just easier to find. I thought it was less books. Depending on what your quote and everything was, right? And I've read 134 books for Here Kid 2.0, and it looks like I only need 111. But I will probably, again, read more if I read a book that isn't on that list because it was pulled randomly or whatever, or for another readathon, and it fits any of those prompts. That's a double. Then I will replace that. So I will end up reading more than 111.
I figured out why my floor is pink.
Why?
Apparently, the bright pink color comes from a water-based bonding and acrylic primer applied before pouring the leveling compound. So they're gonna have to pour leveling stuff.
That's pretty cool. Maybe it starts pink and it changes color when it cures. There's a lot of things that do that.
I don't know. It's still pretty neon pink. That's okay.
And Agent T says it is less books, right? Technically, it's less books because there's 150 spots and you can read 75, right? Because you can double all of them, except it's impossible.
This is why I don't do it.
It's impossible to do it with 75. So, and Allie says, hello, everyone. I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 1 last night. Yay! And so I'll be reading Throne of Glass on page 92. What page are you on, Alicia?
Oh, where's my book? Somewhere on this beloved desk of mine. I'm at 182.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Moving right along.
I was supposed to finish it on the 6th, so I'm a little behind. But that's okay. I'll finish. I'll just have to push my timeline back a few days.
Yeah, I was supposed to finish this one too, but I've been doing that edit for the client, so I've not had any time to read really. So I'm still under 300 pages, but I'm going to have to put it down now because I've got to read tonight on reading sprints. I'll be reading my book club book that Sunday. So I have to I got to finish this one. It's only 321 words though. It is indie and it's huge. Look how big the print is. Goodness. So hopefully it is well written. So I'll jump right through it.
Which book club is that?
My In Real Life book club.
Oh, gotcha.
They chose this. It's Anywhere by Here by Monique C. Green. And it is it's because there's a indie author book fair that Copperfields puts on every April. And so our book club last year and now this year, we choose a book from one of those authors to read. Because also this is a thriller. I don't know if it has any sci-fi, fantasy, horror, which is what our club is about. I don't know if it has any of those elements in here, but they liked it and the cover's gorgeous.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So we shall get to reading that thing. And Ancient T says it is less books, Ren. Ren says I might have to rewatch the video when I don't have brain fog. Yeah, the spreadsheet, all the questions too. But yeah, it's less books to start, but there's no way you can have 75 and that all 75 are going to cross over to another thing. It's just, I couldn't make it work. How about that? And I have 404 physical books and 2,200 books on my Goodreads TBR. And Ren says, okay, great. Thanks, Agent T. And Jen says, I chose The Pink Lemonade Murder by Joanna Fluke, but I also love Cozy Mysteries. I looked that one up, but it's like, it's not the first one.
No, she has a lot of them.
Yeah. And so and I know you don't have to read them in order, but I am compulsive. So that's not going to work for me.
We would have to read them in order.
Ren says, yes, easy mode. Yeah, exactly. See, so you can join us, Alicia.
Maybe. We'll see.
Ren says, I'm just realizing you're saying that you are reading less books compared to 2.0. Exactly. I thought you meant that the easy mode has more books than the regular. Nope, way less. Agent T says, I meant the easy mode is less books because I misunderstood. Oh, gotcha. And Christina says, good morning, Kelly, Alicia.
Hello.
And good morning, Christina. Ren says, how many prompts are there? 25. It's still a bingo board. Yeah, see, Agent T goes, there you go. Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself. Yeah, my stomach is growling. I might have to actually go get food, even though I wanted to wait until after sprints.
Same.
Save progress, laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Ren says, so easy mode would only be 25 books. You got it. Ren says, have I confused this whole thing? No, you got it. Jean says, I have a course at 11 a.m. to noon. So for the last sprint, potentially I will be MIA. No worries, man. You have a great thing. So we'll have to meet after that then, Jean. You're Central Time, right? Pretty sure it's Central Time. I can't remember now. Jen says, Ren, the kids version is 25 books. Yes. Yeah, the kids version is, and the easy version that isn't kids. Just the easy mode for adults also is 25. Christina says, hi, Agent T, Pearl, Jean, Ren, Jen, and Mai. Christina says, hi, Kiana, and hi, Allie. Jean says, I wrote 3 reviews. Wow, nicely done, Jean. Agent T says, the easy mode is 25 books too. Yep. Yeah, it's 25. You got it, Thrasher. And Christina cries. And Allie says, hi, Christina. Ren says, thanks, Jen.
Why are we crying?
Yeah, I mean, Agent T, that Christina remembered you. I was like, did Christina forget Agent T? No, Christina got you. Ren says, thanks, Jen. And hey, Christina. All right. Let us start the first sprint so Alicia and I can go eat. Apparently walking and then showering makes you very hungry. So
Yes.
I'm going to go get some food. And make the clouds go away, please. And I have 90, I forgot to say that. I have 90 pages left in my edit. So I'm definitely getting that done today. I'm going to be freaking exhausted. I worked on it all weekend, but it will be done. So that is what I will be doing during sprints. And what are you doing, Alicia? Spying on the floor guy?
I'm going to get some breakfast, try to figure out this damn Wordle word, and probably read more of Throne of Glass.
Excellent, excellent. All right. I will see y'all in 30. Well, I almost finished eating. I have a little bit of my yogurt left, so I guess I will finish that next sprint. But yay! I would have had more time if I didn't have to chase Cora up and down from the stairs. She's looking at me all innocent, like, if she wasn't so cute. Jenna showed me a picture. There was a 7-month-old chocolate lab that someone was trying to rehome, and I was like, no, my hands are full. They are full. And can you imagine having to rehome a lab? She is hyper, and I've trained her since she was 13 weeks. So imagine trying to retrain a 7-month-old lab. I don't have the time. You know, like I don't have the time for competitive readathons. I do not have time to retrain a puppy. Don't have it. Do not. Awesome. So I did at least make my breakfast and ate most of it, and it's pretty healthy, I think. The yogurt, even though I know it's a lot of sugar in these, but I got a yogurt, and then I got my eggs, and then my matcha with almond milk. I do much prefer. I think I found my preferred method for matcha because I'd never made it before, right? So I was experimenting. So I had cow's milk because that's what I had, and it was fine. That didn't work. I put the peach flavoring in it. That didn't work. So now I do it with almond milk, and I do it with honey to sweeten it just a bit, because I use the unsweetened almond milk. So that way I know what I put in it, right? So, because I'm trying to avoid those artificial sweeteners for my liver. So, yay! So excited. How'd you do, Alicia?
I ate breakfast. I had my English muffin and a banana. I think it's the coffee creamer because I'm sipping coffee from this, and it's got that weird taste again. But I didn't have it when I was in a coffee mug. So it's something about this mug, and I've cleaned it. So I think it might be the coffee creamer. Hazelnut is out, and I'm glad I got French vanilla. We'll try that. Also, the floor guy is done. He is done and left.
Wow, with whatever he had to do today.
Yep, he said so. He'll see me tomorrow.
Nice. So did you close the door so the kitties don't walk on the stuff?
Yeah, so, well, it's all in the hallway, so I don't know how I'm gonna...
Oh, that's right. It's in the hallway. The kitties might just have to stay locked up for now.
Yep. So basically what he did today is he took out the carpet. He took out the carpet tacks from hallway and library, and then he cleaned that up really well, and then made my floors hot.
Leveled it. Yeah. Leveled them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the pink stuff is like a primer, and then tomorrow he'll do the other stuff, because at least that's what Google says. So I don't know.
Well, at least they're actually doing it properly. You know what I mean? Because like if I was going to do it myself, we would have been like, good enough, just put the floors in. So that's the good part about paying a pro. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And he does not speak English at all. Because I went to ask him a question, and I was like, I was trying to figure out how to say question in Spanish, and I was like,
Pregunta.
Pregunta. So, yeah, it slipped my mind. So I got to go back and read my Spanish textbook. But I was like, can we walk on the floor? And he said, later. So I imagine it has to dry, and then when they go to bed. Either that, or they will be sleeping in the living room. Everybody is displaced. So
yeah,
we'll figure
it's fine.
it out.
You can make them a cute little bed out of the books. You know, you can...
Right.
Just make sure Alan knows. So I don't know how he comes in, so he doesn't like walk down the hallway.
That's true. No, I don't think, because no matter what door he comes in, it's not directly on the hallway. So, and I still can't figure out the word. So we're still trying. I'm trying to figure out.
Sometimes if I can't figure it out, I take the letters I have left and I write them down on paper so I can actually move them around, and that helps me. Instead of just trying to stay in my brain, then I have the physical on the paper so I can figure it out.
I might have to do that because I can't, like, mentally, or like not mentally, but like physically, I'm looking at it and I go, that doesn't work. That's not going to work. What?
That's how I did it.
This is
it unlocks something else. Now this one I'm telling you though, my son's rules, they actually work. Like, they're hard, they're evil, but they make me get the word better. If I was not using Xander's rules, I don't know if I would have got this word.
You'll have to send me the rules and I'll try it.
No, they're
Because
very simple. No, I could just tell you, and that's how simple they are. Once you have a yellow letter, you have to use that letter every time. Once
Okay.
you have the green, like you have it in a green spot, any green letter, you have to only do a word that green letter in that spot.
I did that.
And you have to still use the other yellow ones, right? So you have to keep doing that. And then as you go along, you have to keep doing that. It always has to, the green ones have to stay in the spot. You can't guess any word just to get letters. You know, sometimes you just guess a totally different word just to get letters. You cannot do that. You have to use the ones. You have to keep them in spot. And by doing that, it usually takes me longer, but I guess the word quicker. And today, there's no way I would have got it without it.
I did my usual like first 3 words just to see if I got letters, and I got a letter for each of them. So then I started using those letters, and I was like, oh, maybe it's this. No. Oh, maybe it's no. And I'm now down to the last line, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
My brain is like, it does not compute. The word does not exist.
I have felt that multiple times.
Ooh, report cards are available.
Ooh.
4th quarter report cards. So I have to sign in to get those.
You get the year long. All right, let's see where we were in chat. See how everyone else did.
Yes.
We have the highs coming in. And the crying that Agent T says for Christina says it's an automatic response to Christina. Is it because you're so glad to see her that the tears just pop into your eyes? Because I understand that. And I agree. Zwank says, just woke up. There's Zwank. Agent T said hi to you first thing this morning. Just so you know. They were thinking of you. Agent T says, clearly I didn't shout bonjour Zwank loud enough.
Right?
Maybe that's just how long it took for the sound to get to her. See, that's how long the traveling distance, you know. And Alicia says hello to Zwank. Christina says hi. Jean says I am Eastern time zone. Okay, I gotcha. So an hour ahead of you, I believe, Kelly. Yes, that is an hour ahead of me.
Same time.
So you're same time zone as Mel. Yeah, gotcha. Ren says got Wordle in 4. Nice. It took me 5. So that's pretty genius, Ren. Nicely done. That is impressive. Let's see what the kids do.
Yeah, I'm not having it today. Not having it.
Jean says I have 3 letters too, Alicia. The first, second, and fourth.
Yes, that's what I have, and I can't figure out the rest.
Courtney says, hey, y'all, just passing through, but wanted to say hi. Bed is calling my name soon. Oh, I hope you had a uneventful night, and I hope you sleep well. Ren says, Alicia, that's a double letter in the word, if that helps.
I read that much, but I just don't know which one.
I gave her a hint after, you know, she said I would take a hint, right? Like, I hate when people like spoil things for me or give me, I'm like, I only would try now. I get too frustrated. Then yeah, I want the hint, please. Life's too short to be that frustrated. I have another hint for you if you want one. I'll text it to you though, because I don't want to say it in case anyone else is playing.
Okay.
And Lindsay said, hey guys, just popping on to say hi while I'm working. Why, hello, Lindsay. It's so good to see you. I'll pop my 6 of Crows comments on Alicia's Discord this evening. Yay. Yeah, I need to I'll film a short today about that. We're having the discussion Wednesday. And then that next week, we're going to start the new book. So if anyone wants to join us, so I'll make sure to do a little short for advertising. Zwank says, namaste, everybody. Happy Name Your Poison Day. Ooh. Happy Love Your Skin Day and happy World Ocean Day. Ooh, I like that one. I think it's on Discord. You also have Happy Best Friends Day. So I will post a picture up of me and Kevin and Tammy and Henry when we went to go see Phil Rosenthal. So I'll put that one up. That's what we do with our best friends. And it looks like we're going to be camping in Big Bend. They're going to come with us in May. So that'll be awesome. And Alicia says, hello, Lindsay. Alicia says, yay, thank you for 6 of Crows comments. Yeah, we love your comments, Lindsay. So thank you so much for sharing. Jean says, that doesn't make sense to me for Wordle. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. And Vanessa has joined us. Good morning, Vanessa. Good to see you. Morning, Pirates. Alicia says, hey, Vanessa.
What?
And Vanessa says, I have so much to do today. I know. And I got up and I've been at it. So let's hope this keeps up. Let's hope it keeps up. You've got this, Vanessa. Vanessa says, morning, Alicia. Lindsay says, completed series, completed books on top shelf. See? Lindsay agrees with me. Completed series and completed books. Because you don't need to access them. And it's way easier to dust books than it is little things.
Well, I guess my Harry Potters and Twilights and Crave series is going up there.
Yep, they go up there. And Jean says, Ren, do you mean a letter appears twice, not a double letter? A double letter would be Dolly, where the same letter is beside itself. The letter appears twice. Sorry, I'm going to clarify that clue. I'm so sorry if anyone hasn't done it yet. Yeah. Ren says, yeah, I mean a letter appears twice. Whoops, never knew there was a difference between the two. Yeah, I guess I knew, but it didn't occur to me either, Ren. So, yeah. Jen says, heading out to get ready for my test sprints. Hope you all have a fabulous morning. Oh, thank you. Test sprints.
Look how cute this envelope is.
Oh, that is super cute. That whole ocean. Talk about ocean theme. You should take a picture, not with your address on it, though, and put it on the Discord. That fits the ocean theme.
I will. This is my Archer and Olive monthly subscription thing.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm totally doing a journal, by the way. I think it'd be really fun to like journal like the Here Kids stuff and everything. And they made a journal now, by the way. They have one. So I think it might be cool also to get the paper one, and I could tear those out and put them in my journal and then do my other stuff in there. I just don't know that I want to do it. I just don't know how I'm going to have time. So that's the part. That's what I have to figure out. And Vanessa says, breakfast looks good, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you. And Lindsay says, Kelly, that sucks about your readathon. Hopefully you can still manage to enjoy it. I mean, I'm going to enjoy the books. I already read the first one, The Hijab Butch Blues. My God, that book was good. Everyone should read that book. It was so good. Kiana says, I got to page 19 of Red, White, and Royal Blue. Ooh, let me know if you like it. I did the pairings and hated it. Hated it. I could rant hate about that book. Allie says, I got to page 121 in Throne of Glass. And Ren says, hey, Key. And Allie says, hey, Key. Jean says, I've decided to throw out a project since it is not bringing me joy. Oh, good. I'm glad, Jean. That's very smart. Swing says, Alicia, is it Walmart brand hazelnut liquid coffee creamer? That happened to me 3 times. The last time was the 2 cartons last month. I'm not buying it anymore. Got a refund for them. Oh, wow. So maybe there's something wrong with the Walmart brand.
No, this is, I bought it at Publix and it's Coffee Mate.
Huh. So it's a name brand. That's weird.
Yeah.
Kenna says, hey, Ren, Allie, Alicia, Kelly, Vanessa, Jen, and anyone I may have missed. Swing says, I bought another brand this month. Vanessa says, hey, Key, morning. Allie says, hey, Vanessa. Vanessa says, hey, Allie. And Pearl says, I've started cooking for the week. Oh, nicely done. I did get stuff for meatloaf and potatoes and green beans so that I can, pack them up, and those could be my leftovers this week, mine and Zafo's. I won't have time to cook today, though, but I should have time tomorrow.
Well,
and
report card.
Oh, he rocked it, right? He rocked it.
All E's.
Look at that. Good job, Alan.
So principal's honor roll on that one. But I'm having a hard time getting Lorelai's.
What grades he in? 2nd?
Yep. So he'll be going to 3rd.
So next grade or next year, real grades.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Agent T says the word is Kelly. That's not the word. They don't do names. But I mean, there's Kelly Green. So sometimes, right, if the name means something else, then Courtney says meal prep is kind of fun. Yeah, I do. I actually, I don't. I hate cooking because I don't want to clean up afterwards. But I love eating yummy things that I can't afford to buy. So hence I cook. Lindsay says, join us. Journaling is great. I know. I think I might do it, Lindsay. I miss scrapbooking. I used to do it. I keep threatening that I'm going to bring it out so you can see it, and I keep forgetting. Maybe I'll make like a journaling video, like my first journaling, and I'll put the scrapbook so that y'all can actually see it in the video. So you can see what I used to do.
I also got this one.
Aw. Yeah, those pockets, they know what they're doing, man. They know we're very visual if we're doing journaling. So they make all that stuff pretty. They know. They know us. They know us.
Yep.
Courtney says, okay, time for me to Betty bye. Have a good day. Absolutely, Courtney. Sleep well. And Kiana says, "Hey, Pearl. Hey, Agent T." Kiana says, "Okay, I got to go get ready for work. I'll catch y'all later. Bye. I hope you have a very uneventful day at work." Ren says, "Jen has started sprinting if anyone wants to say hi." And Agent T says, "Hey, Key. Bye, Key." Awesome. All right. Let us do our second sprint. I'll finish eating and catch up on my email real quick. And so the third sprint, I should finally be editing. Here we go. And there was our second sprint. I finished my breakfast and caught up on email. And now I'm actually writing some badges for Crowded Shelf for our books. So I'm filling out the little forms so that they can put them with our books so that when readers find them at conventions, they know what they're looking at. So I'm going to do this for a little bit and then do the editing. I might be procrastinating. I am tired. I edited 150 pages this weekend, so you know I'm tired. So, how'd you do, Alicia? Oh, I can't hear you. I don't. It's me though, not you. All right.
No,
Go ahead.
it's me. I was still muted.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I went through this. Quite colorful it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started updating notes on the library, and I was looking more into why the floor is painted pink. It's because it's an acrylic-based floor primer. They use this for controlling the suction, because if they were to just put the tile mortar on top, because we have a concrete floor underneath carpet and stuff, then the concrete would just suck out the moisture from the tile mortar. And apparently this will also help with adhesive and self-leveling stuff.
Oh, so that's not the self-lever. They're just basically putting a border on the concrete. Gotcha.
Sealing it in a sense, yeah.
So does it change color once it's done?
You can tell where it's still kind of wet and where it's dry, but it's still pink.
Okay.
So some sections are brighter than others because it's still wet.
Mm-hmm.
But just on first glance, there's the little envelope that holds all the like stickers and papers and things. And then this is one of the papers. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like all these little fishies.
Oh, I can't see that. That's so cute. Oh, you totally have to take pictures of that and put it on the Discord for World Ocean Day.
I will, because there's a lot of things, but like one of the sticker sheets looks like this.
Oh, look at
and
that.
And it has like foil in it.
They have a whale shark. I love whale sharks.
So that's very cute. They've got other ones too.
Oh, should we go to the aquarium this year since it's like our last year? Sorry, thinking about Dragon Con. Go ahead.
So there's a couple of different things in there. I'll take pictures of it and then post it.
That'll be really cool. That's really cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see how chat did. Vanessa says, I hate it when I think of something to add to my to-do list, then forget it by the time I get the to-do list open. Right? I hate that. I'm like, that's going to bite me in the butt later. When I was like, dang it, that's what I was thinking of this morning. Yeah, I also hate that. I'm with you. And Alicia put Jen Sprints in there so we can go say hello to Jen. And Vanessa says, wow, that went fast. Right? Right? It does. It's slow when I'm writing, but when I'm doing anything else, it speeds by. And Zwank says, did some morning pages, then fell into an IMDb rabbit hole. Ooh. Was it something fun? Allie says, I got to page 135, the start of chapter 10 in my Libby copy. Yay! For a Throne of Glass. And Zwank says, Cora has arrived. Squeaking. Yes. Yes. We did buy her new toys. We actually bought one for her and one for Benny, but Benny just wants one, but he never chews it. So we wait and Cora chews up hers. And then eventually she just gets the one that Benny had, right? So she actually gets two toys, but not at first. You know, good thing the puppies do grow out of these stages. Though, oh my gosh, I have a video. We'll see. It's not very good though, because it's hard to video while your dog is pulling on the leash. But there was a turtle on the sidewalk today. She'd never seen a turtle before. So we walked into the turtle. It was a pretty big sized turtle. It was probably a good 8 inches in diameter. So not huge, but big enough that she saw it, right? And so she's like, I'm like, come on, let's go. The turtle freaked out too, because the turtle peed like right on the sidewalk. The turtle was probably saying, don't eat me, predator. And the predator was going, don't eat me, turtle. And so I was like, come on. And she's like, nope. She went around behind me one way and behind me the other way. And she was like, nope. I was like, come on, it's just a turtle. She's like, nope. So funny. She didn't even go to smell it. She was like, I'm getting nowhere near that thing. We had to go all the way around the grass to go around the turtle. It was so funny. Oh, puppies, man.
We have unlocked a new challenge in the house.
Uh-oh, what's the new challenge?
The new challenge is that if someone is
Safe says hi.
hello, the challenge is if someone is in the master bathroom, then we can't get to the hall bathroom because of the floor. So now we have to go outside and through to the library bathroom.
That's so funny.
I mean, I'm thankful that we have enough bathrooms and access to them, but now that they have started the floor, we've lost access to one bathroom. So now we only have 2 bathrooms.
It's temporary.
Yeah, what I'll have to do is like carefully go to their bathroom and move their toothbrushes and things, and then they can just brush their teeth in my bathroom.
Yeah. I mean,
Now,
they'll be done right by the end of the week, right? So almost.
we don't know. I cross fingers and I hope yes. Because I don't know, like when he was doing the let's take out the carpet and carpet tax thing, he started in the hallway
Mm-hmm.
and moved to the room. So I'm assuming or guessing, I shouldn't assume, I'm guessing that that's the order in which they're going to go.
Well, you have no idea though, because you'd already torn up the carpet in the room, right?
Well, yeah, so we already did the carpet in the room, but we had only gone so far in the hallway.
Right. So that's why he started in the hallway. So it actually doesn't mean anything.
But then even when he was taking the carpet tacks out, he didn't do the bedroom first, or the library, he did the hallway first and then did the room. So
yeah, I'm sure they're going to start the room first. You want to know why? Because they don't want to be trapped in the room.
Well, they still have access to get out through the bathroom.
Oh, I see.
Because there's a very small like sink, toilet, shower.
In that case, I agree with you. They're going to start in the hallway so they can leave through the bathroom.
Yeah, and that's their access point. So if they have to cut tile, then they go out through the bathroom.
Yeah, so they're going to start in the hallway, so because you go backwards, right? So that you can actually leave.
Sorry, there's a mosquito by me, and I keep finding him, and it looked like he went through my book. So I was, but he didn't. So
there's more than one dead bug amongst my pages. I understand. Especially if I leave the door slightly cracked and then Cora comes in at night and stuff, then like every bug in the world is here. I'm like, dang it, I thought I closed that all the way. So yeah.
Yep.
Again, we live in a swamp. There's bugs.
I hate them already.
And Vanessa says, I worked on updating to-do lists and prioritizing today's tasks, then updating my spinner wheel. Yay! No spinner wheel for me. I got to get this project done. And Swank says, cool, Alicia, whale sharks are fabulous. I agree. They fascinate me so much. We tried to see them because it was whale shark season when we went on our, but we even went over the shelf where you could see them, but we didn't see them. Zava and I just like stared at the water. We're like, where's the whale sharks? But they weren't there. So sad. Because I've seen them in the Georgia Aquarium, but I've never seen them in real life, so I want to see them in the wild. Swank says, I finished the Let Them theory yesterday, still reading Feral Creatures. Ooh, what do you think of the Let Them theory? Did it impact you as much as it did, Allie? Vanessa says, Zafo smooches. And Swank says, 3 bathrooms. Are you rich? Yeah, we have 3.5. Our house is huge, but we had 5 people living here. 3 of which are adults. And then my dad passed, but then we had 4 adults living here. But now the kids are moving out. It'll just be the 2 of us. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We do have 3 bathrooms. Our house is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath.
Yep.
So.
Yep, ours is 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath. The problem with our house is, though, it's just too big. And quite frankly, right now, we couldn't afford this house. We bought it right before somehow our timing was just perfect because we bought this house, and we built it right before right when the people were starting to buy new houses.
Right.
But on the new builds, the prices hadn't gone up yet. So when we signed the thing, because we signed it in December of 2012, the cost of this house went up by $60,000 2 weeks later. So like we just hit it at just the right time. So we were able so we sold our house 5 months later, right? And then moved into this house a month after that. So it was we hit just the right time where we could actually sell our house for enough that we had plenty for the down payment on this one. So it was really good timing. That's not always our, you know what? I'll take it when we can get it.
Right. I feel
we
like
could not afford this house now.
Same.
If we
I
were
feel
looking
like
for this house right now, we could not afford it. Yeah.
I feel like the same way because we bought our house in 2014 and the house was built in 1994. So it's not even a brand new construction house. And when we bought it, it was still kind of expensive in our eyes, but it wasn't as bad as the prices are now.
Yeah.
So like if we hadn't have bought our house when we did, we couldn't afford it now.
Yeah. Our house, we ended up buying it for I think the listing price, I know the listing price was $242, but we put a good down payment on it. Right now, this house, if you go on Zillow, it's worth $420. Now, I know all of that sounds low for most of you in most of these states, but the thing to remember about Texas is that the reason the house prices stay low is because the property taxes are so fucking high that most of our mortgage is the property taxes, not the actual mortgage. So like my mom's house in Georgia was like 400 something and our house was 242, right? And her house payment was almost half what ours is. So keep that in mind when we're saying the houses are way cheaper. We pay so fucking much more on insurance. So, but yeah, we could not afford this house at what it is right now. No way.
I think when we bought our house, after all was said and done, it was $228. But like the property tax, you're right. It just keeps going up and up every year, and I think
and that's happening everywhere, right? Property taxes are going up everywhere.
I think
and plus you're in Florida and I'm in Texas, right? So our home insurance is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if with both of them combined, it's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, because
and we even have like the homestead exemption. We have that, and even still, like the insurance and property taxes, like 2, 3, 4,000 for the year. And I'm like, dude, could you stop?
Yeah, ours is almost double that. So yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculously. It's okay. Really just one more thing to make me angry. It is what it is.
And down here, they're doing a lot of these like cookie cutter neighborhoods where all the houses are like this far from each other. Like you could pack sugar to your neighbor through.
That's not just down there. That's the entire world. That's our neighborhood. That's our neighbor. That's everyone. That's everywhere. That's not just a Florida thing. That's everywhere.
They've been putting a lot of them up though too, everywhere. It's too much. Too much.
Yeah, it's the houses my kids just bought. Same thing, right? Like that's what all the new houses are now. Hey, it's less yard for me to deal with. I'm actually okay with that. Because I always wanted a big yard, but it turned out I don't need a big yard. I just need a lot of green space. So it's not like all the walking we do, all those big paths. That's the neighborhood. Do you see what I mean?
Right.
So do I pay for it? Yes, because that comes out of the homeowners insurance or the HOA, homeowners association. But it's a group paid for, so I get more for my money. Does that make sense? Right. So but I had to learn that. I didn't realize that. I'm like, I don't need my yard. I need green space. So yes, excellent. Let's see, where were we here? And Agent T said, that's what I thought too, Swank, about that. Are you rich? Yeah. No, we're poor because we have houses and cars. Yes. Pearl says, yeah. Well, you know what I always say? We're not poor, we're broke. There's a difference between those two things. There's a very big difference between poor and broke. We are not poor, but we're definitely broke.
Yes.
Pearl says, still here. A lot of eggs are boiled. The first layer of peanut butter bars is in the fridge. Bacon wrapped chicken is cooling. Oh, that sounds yummy. And I have a salad ready for lunch. Wahoo! Nicely
I just need to go to
done. Good
Pearl's
job,
house.
Pearl.
She's got all the good foods.
I know. She's doing great, man. I can't wait to make my meatloaf. I'm so excited. You know, it's been a while since you cooked meatloaf if you're excited for meatloaf.
I don't remember the last time I had meatloaf.
I'm going to send you my recipe. It's so good because it has ground beef in it and breakfast sausage.
Really?
So, yes, so that gives it so much sage in there and so much flavor in there. It's just amazing how much flavor it adds by having that. I'll send you. It's super easy too, and it makes 2 meatloaves. So that's why we have enough leftovers. We eat it all week. So when the kids were growing up, we would eat one meatloaf and I'd freeze the other one, and that way we'd have a really quick meal later. Not that it takes that long. It takes a long time to cook though, because it's dense, right? So it takes about almost an hour to cook. But making it is not that bad. But you're at home, right? So it's easy to like, I'm going to throw this in the oven now, and then we eat on time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But highly recommend it. I'll send you the recipe.
Thank you.
It's the only meatloaf recipe because I tried meatloaf. I tried dozens of meatloaf recipes, and all of them were just bland and boring and gross. And this one is so good. I don't even put ketchup on it.
Ooh.
Vanessa says next sprint is breakfast sprint. I think I'm going to have some of the egg bites that I have in the freezer. I keep forgetting about them. Oh yeah, eat those. That sounds delicious. Swing says LTT was a great concept and written for anyone to read. Gotcha. It added to what I've read before. The repetition is key for ADHDers. Yeah, for sure. And Swing says Pearl. Vanessa says when we bought this house, it was 150K. It's valued over 300K now. See, exactly. It's like none of us can move because we can't afford to buy the house. It's like we want to downsize, but to downsize, the house is the same price or more than what we paid for this one, right? So it's not even worth downsizing.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
You just find what you can do with the extra rooms.
Yeah. Vanessa says we bought it in 2008. Yeah, and this was 2013. 2012 we signed the contract. 2013 in July we moved in. It was all built. Vanessa, Pearl says, Swank, come on over. There's plenty. Look at that. Vanessa says when we lived in Florida, we had an 800 square foot house that was built in 1950 on 1/10 of an acre. Our ins and taxes were $7,000 a year, and that was in 2007. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this, ours. That's what ours are, and it's on this tiny little lot, right? Swank says, Pearl, you temptress. And Pearl says, now I want meatloaf, right? Swank says, hee, my specialty. I love it. Vanessa says, apparently we're on a flood warning. Awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, Vanessa. Stay safe. Is today grocery shopping day? If so, tell your husband to stay safe. Agent T says, I spent the sprint working on my list of different sports romances. Ooh, trying to find as many sports as I can. How fun. I need to read this one. I don't know if you have. I thrifted this one, so I'm excited to read it this year. It's Rock Bottom Girl, Lucy Score. It's soccer. So, but they're in high school. It's a soccer coach. So it's not like professional soccer, right? So it's a different spin on it. So I'm looking forward to that. I've not read any Lucy Score. Have you read any Lucy Score, Alicia?
I have not, but I do have 1 or 2 of her books.
So I'm looking forward to reading that one. And Vanessa says, no, he'll probably start tomorrow. He goes a couple times a week. Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha. All right, let us go. This is our final sprint. I should be editing, but I think I'm going to finish those cards real quick while they're on my brain.
Stop.
At least make a dent in them, even if I don't get all of them done, because we have a lot of books. Here we go. Oh, nice.
I have to fix the Switch because they're trying to play the Switch and it's not working.
Oh.
So
Yep, this is important. Yeah, it's vacation day. Get that done.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you in 30. And that was our last sprint. I got 3 cards all written and sent out for the crowded shelf, bookshelf. So I think I will get these worked out. I think after this, I'm going to take a break and get to the next 30 pages in my edit. And I need to send an invoice to a client. So much to do. Work. So how did you do, Alicia?
I tried to fix the controllers. Basically, the 2 halves, blue and green, were dead. So they're on the charger, and I have one over here charging. So they were trying to play like a Mario Party type game, but since only one controller was working, they couldn't play. So one's playing the Switch and one's wandering around aimlessly because she can't get to her room right now, so she can't get her baby dolls. So
yeah, she got to wait till the floor dries, huh?
Yep. So
time to start pressing on it gently.
I know, right?
I think it's go to the park day.
Well, they do have wellness appointments. So after we're done with sprints, we're going to get everybody lunch, and then we have to leave around 1-ish to go to the appointments.
Excellent.
So
smart getting them done in the summer.
Yes.
I was so bad at that shit, man. I mean, my kids got all their shots and did all their things, but they weren't always exactly on time.
Yeah. Lorelai's already, are they going to give me shots? I don't know. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. So
I don't remember the ages. I'm so sorry. But if they do, it's just to keep you healthy, sweetheart.
Yep. So now I'm bored.
It's all good. My daughter doesn't like shots either. She never liked them. But she's a strong girl, and she just did it. And she's very healthy. She's almost never sick.
Yep. That's what I told her. I said, worst case scenario, if they did need to get shots, it would probably be like the flu vaccine.
I just want to go in the pool.
You want to go in the pool?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe we can do that later.
The only thing I can think of doing is coloring, reading, but I don't think I can even get to my freaking bookshelf.
She can't get to her room.
Let her work on her journal. She could write in the journal about how much it sucks when she can't get in her bedroom. I mean, come on.
Her journal's in her bedroom.
Oh, dang it.
Like everything is in her room right now, and she can't get to her room.
I can't even get my coloring books.
Yep, she can't even get to her coloring books.
That's right. We're almost done. You have lunch, then you'll go out of the house, and it'll be way better.
Yep.
Let's see how chat did. Where are we? Talked about insurance, taxes. And Jean says, I have a Red Lucy score and she ran off to her class. Excellent. What is the theme for this week? I was like, theme? I don't know. Oh, for Alicia's kids. That's right. What is the theme this week?
Oh, that's
Avoid the
right.
floors.
Lorelai, come here. You have to pick this week's theme. We can, yeah, that's ongoing. Pick another one. No, you did that last week.
Yeah, you got to clean every week, man.
Art week.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yay!
So we're going to be doing some art this week and continuing movie week.
That sounds so cool. I love that. So when you go into town, you can look for art. You can look for it right now to see where it is. Do you have little statues? Do you have the side of the buildings painted? Do you have what do you have? You should look for them.
My goodness. Oh, yeah. No, we're going to see if we can find some museums and...
I was going to say, go to the art museum.
Yep. And
this is the perfect week for that since you can't move around so much.
Right?
At least for tomorrow to grab some of that stuff out of there, so that she'll get some stuff out of her room. Y'all didn't know, you know what I mean?
Right. I didn't, they literally said nothing. And of course, like I said, this guy is very Spanish. So he came in, said hi,
did his work,
got to work, and he left within a 2-hour period. So
probably off to another job.
I know. Now I'm wondering, like, how long is it gonna take? Like, are we gonna be able to put tile in tomorrow?
Well, it depends on if the leveling stuff has to dry first before they put the stuff on top of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So that would be the question I would ask. Of course, you can't ask him. Maybe you can ask the
Google Translate.
person in charge. Yeah. No. Well, no, the person in charge.
Oh yeah.
You send him a text. Hey, just checking. Let me know how long this takes to dry.
Right.
At this point, I'd be poking the corner of it. Is that dry? Nope. Okay.
Right. I'm just sitting there going, I'm gonna have to wear slippers to make sure. I can kind of see where some spots look brighter than others. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking that is where it's still wet. But I can't tell 100% sure because like it's weird because like on the outer rim of the hallway,
Mhm.
it's white from when they painted the very first time the house was built.
Mhm.
So, and then in the middle where it's walkway or whatever, it's more like a grayish, darker color. So I'm just like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll Google how long does it take to dry.
And so thanks for reminding us, Jean. That's awesome. And Vanessa says, ate my egg bites and did some kitchen cleanup while I was waiting for them to cook. That's usually when I do it too, right? I tend to clean the kitchen while I'm cooking. Jean says, cards? Oh, for the crowded shelf. I'm filling out little forms so that when they go to the conventions, that they have little cards in them. So when you as a shopper are looking to see the books, you kind of have an idea of what they are. And Pearl says, I ate and I'm about to get more cooking done. Oh, you are rocking it, Pearl. Vanessa says, tonight I have my show, A Conversation and a Cocktail at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'd love for some of y'all to come hang out with us. It's on the Go Indie Now network here on YouTube. Excellent. We'll see if we can find the... Do you think you can find the link,
What is
Alicia?
it?
It is, the channel is Go Indie Now network on YouTube.
Go
And it's
Indie
Conversation and a Cocktail tonight. I will be doing reading sprints at that time, but I can also or always watch it later. Ren says, thanks for sprints. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And Jean says, Lorelai is so darn cute. Right? She's adorable. Vanessa says, a
with
shot only lasts a couple
Vanessa.
seconds. Just remember that. Yep. I'm sorry?
It's with Vanessa.
Yes. Vanessa's the host
Oh, I knew that.
for that thing. I don't think the whole channel, just for that Conversation and a Cocktail. And Vanessa says, yay, art. And Ellie says, I got to page 140 in Throne of Glass. And Swing says, I got most of my study books done, going outside next to read and get some sun. Oh, I love that. You know, if the sun ever comes out, it almost wants to. I can't tell if the sun's going to come out or it's going to rain again. It could be either. I would be surprised by either one of these would not surprise me. And Vanessa says, thanks for sprints, y'all. And Vanessa says, break a leg. Or Swank says, to Vanessa, break a leg. And Alicia says, go Indie Now, Conversation, a Cocktail. There you go. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And my sprints tonight. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that link either. It's too hard for me.
Hold on.
Just come back here tonight, guys, for reading.
Hold, please.
Oh, you sent it to me on Discord. Thanks, Vanessa. But we got it. Alicia's really good at this. I like having a host who can notice how I'm useless when she's hosting and I'm the co-host. I'm like, you want what now? I don't know. And half the time, Alicia gets the darn thing before I even say anything.
There's Kelly's sprints for tonight. There's a link.
Yay! And like I said, I will film a short today so that can go out about the discussion for Six of Crows on Wednesday, and Darker Shade of Magic being the next book we start next Wednesday. So I will make sure to do that today. So, yay! And thank you everyone for being here. I am going to finish the one card I'm in the middle of, and then I'm going to be a good girl and finish this darn edit. That's what I'm going to do. Dive right in. I can do this. It's amazing how exhausted editing makes your brain, but I've got this. Here we go. All right. Thanks, Alicia. Have a good time. I hope everything goes well at the Doctor with the Children's.
Hopefully so.
Excellent. All right. We'll see you tonight. If not,